Hello, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Football. Welcome to our match reaction show. It's finished Liverpool nil, Chelsea nil. It's a game that was entertaining. In parts, was entertaining. It wasn't high on quality, though. I mean, it looked and it felt at times like a clash between two mid-table clubs. And I don't mean that with any disrespect, because that's where Liverpool and Chelsea are right now. It just felt like there was something lacking, in past games. And by the way, these teams play out a lot of draws. Like they just keep drawing and drawing. I mean, I don't think any other fixture in the Premier League produces as many draws as these two teams reduce. But you just felt last season there was a little bit of quality, there was a little bit of that enterprising nature of the game. But this one, it just felt like there was something lacking, there was something missing. I don't know what it was. Maybe the missing Mane on one side, maybe it was the last season, maybe Chelsea missing a few players as well. It just didn't live up to the kind of hype that this fixture normally generates in the past. So 0-0. And the fact that Thiago Silva got the man of the match, I think, was telling. The fact is that Chelsea had a very good defensive performance, and Thiago Silva was at the heart of it. He was at the heart of everything that good that Chelsea did in defense. And the fact is that he deserved the man of the match, but it also shows that when a 38-year-old defender is your man of the match in a high-profile clash like this, it just shows the lack of quality on both sides, at least offensively. But there were a few positives from both sides, and we'll talk about that. Now, the first goal, that disallowed goal in the third minute, someone has to explain to me how that's offside. And somebody saying that Havertz's toe was a bit ahead. But I mean, to me, it didn't look like offside. It felt like it should have been. Again, it's where VAR comes in into the picture, doesn't have the lines and all of those things. But the reality is, sometimes you do feel that it takes it a little bit too far. Because for me, the eyes was like, that should be a goal. That should be a goal because he's behind the player. It should be a goal, but it's not given. And maybe the letter of the law is correct. And by the way, I'm going to say this as well. Last week's goal was not offside as well between United and City. That was not. That was offside side. That was not offside. That was offside. This one should not have been offside. And but again, Liverpool's shocking defending. It was shocking throughout that first half. That goal though, again, just the lack of defending was just like Badiashile had all the time. Like it feel like he just got in front of everyone, got the pass ahead. Thiago Silva, if it fallen to any other player, maybe that would have been a goal. But it falls to Thiago Silva, right? And if he scores, it's a goal. But he doesn't. His post comes out, Havertz scores, and unfortunately, it's offside. And that was as good. I mean, I think that was the only clear cut chance that was created aside from Mudryk did a little bit of good stuff. I'll talk about that, but really felt like the clear cut opening. This was probably one of two. The other one was the second set piece that also came in. Towards the middle of the half, on the 30th minute, then they got another set piece, and that was, I think, Badiashile was the one who almost scored again. Got himself in a good position. Probably should have finished it off as well, but just couldn't get the direction right, couldn't get the pace right. And Alisson somehow managed to gamble it away. I thought Liverpool were really bad on set pieces. They really were. Just allowing Chelsea to have at least in the first half, they were pretty bad. Like they were just allowing Chelsea players to get ahead of them, and that's something for Klopp to work on. And again, the second half, and I think we've noticed this quite a lot. I don't know if you noticed, but I've noticed quite a lot. Oftentimes, teams that don't play well in the first half in this season coming out in the second half and they look really good for the first 15, 20 minutes of this. They look really good. So we saw that with City last, on Thursday. We saw that with Crystal Palace as well on Wednesday. So I've seen that quite a bit, and I don't know if anybody else has noticed. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe the fact is that teams kind of start off slow in the first half. Like they almost told, let's go slow, try and keep it tight, and then second half you can go all out and try and get a result. Maybe that is the thing. I'm not sure, but it's happening quite a lot. I know sometimes that does happen anyway with teams, that are leading, kind of put their foot on the pedal and all of that. But I just feel like this has been going on too often for it to not to be just a coincidence. There might be some tactical thing to it. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you have any thoughts on that. Of course, always happy to hear from that. And then we come to Mikhailo Mudryk. All the hype for a player, by the way, 100 million pounds, 100 million euros, 100 million pound player, isn't he? 100 million euros, not 100 million pounds. Sorry, 100 million euro player comes on. He looked good. He looked really good, and I thought he gave a little bit of that spark. Because Lewis Hall, as good as he is, he's not got the pace. He's not a winger. He's playing there, but he's not really a winger. I thought Mudryk coming on and being like a proper winger, proper forward, who's got the pace, who's 2-footed. He just created a lot of problems for Liverpool. I mean, he had Milner on toast quite a few times, and he just looked dazzling. I think he's a good player. Is he worth 100 million euros? Maybe, maybe not. It's too early to tell. But he's a fantastic player, and that's what's important. I don't think price tags matter. What matters is the quality of the player. I think the quality of this player is something. He's something. He's going to be someone to watch out for, I feel. So do watch out for him, because it was only 30 minutes, but he looked really, really good. And he came into a game that needed that quality, needed that injection, that spark, and he brought that spark. And I liked it. I like watching him. Sometimes you just look at players and you think whether they belong or they don't belong. And I thought that he belonged on that stage, and then I'm sure he's going to get better and better and better, and that's something to watch out for. So fantastic. I mean, right now he looks like a good purchase, something that Chelsea really need. He looked like something that Chelsea really need, and that's all you can ask for, you know. So that was a positive for Chelsea to take out of it. I think Chelsea. Sorry about that. I think Chelsea, on balance of play, were the better team. I think Liverpool had their moments, but I thought Chelsea just looked like the better team over the course of 90 minutes. They looked like the better team, and that will worry Liverpool because Liverpool have got to find a way to start getting results. They've got to find a way to start, producing good performances. And the fact that they were outplayed by a Chelsea team that are not in the best of form at the moment. I mean, I know they won against Crystal Palace, but not in the best of spaces at the moment. And yet they outplayed Liverpool at Anfield too. That's going to be worrying for Klopp, and there are things that he needs to figure out. Although the fact that they kept on the clean sheet would definitely please Klopp. The fact is that they didn't put Virgil van Dijk in there. It's a sort of a new look, refreshed defense, and I think that will help definitely for Klopp to think about other options. And then Darwin Nunez. I mean, on the other side, Darwin Nunez. I still can't make out if Darwin Nunez brings something to this team. Like I just feel, and of course the pressure expectation, of course, of replacing Mane is huge. It's absolutely huge. I just feel there's something lacking in Darwin Nunez. I don't know what it is, and it may be coachable, right? The things that he's lacking are probably coachable, but it just feels at time that there's something that's lacking. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a decision making, because at times it feels like he maybe doesn't make the right decisions in the right moments, and they're split seconds decisions. And at the highest level, it's all split second. It's not, you don't make decisions. You don't always get the time to make the decisions, and you need to be able to do that. And maybe that will come with time, but there's just something at the moment missing the decision making. Sometimes when he gets one-on-one, maybe he goes down the wrong channels, maybe he picks out the wrong passes. So the things that, it makes our decisions. So that's something that work, but there is something missing in Darwin Nunez, and that's what I feel. So, I mean, I'm sure it's something that can be worked on and something that Klopp will hopefully be able to work on, but there's something missing at the moment. The question is, can it be worked on? I mean, I'm sure it can be worked on. I shouldn't say it will be worked on, so it can be worked on. The question is, will it be successful? Anyway, but let me know your thoughts on Mudryk. Let me know your thoughts on Nunez. Of course, always happy to hear from you guys. It's a draw. I think it's not really a point, and it doesn't really suit either of the teams. I don't think it's a good result for either team at this moment. I mean, a point at Anfield is generally a good result, for any team. So Chelsea could be happy with that. But the reality is, where Chelsea are right now and where they want to be, that point really doesn't do much for them. So at the end of the day, I think it's a result that will probably please Newcastle, that will please Manchester United, will probably please Spurs. I mean, those are the teams that are fighting for top four, of course. So those guys will be happy that Liverpool and Chelsea are going to be a little bit further away, at least for a little while longer. I mean, especially for United, because they're not picking up any points this weekend. So the fact that Liverpool and Chelsea have dropped points will definitely please them. So anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. Of course, always happy to hear from you. And who's your man of the match? And Thiago Silva, I agreed with that. I think that should be the man of the match. But let me know if you have a different thought, of course. Thank you so much for watching. Do remember to smash a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. The links all in the description. And take care. And we'll be back again soon with more match reactions today. So do stay tuned. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.